Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and if you haven't already, be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little bell notification for when you want to be notified when I make new content. I normally do gameplay and storytime videos on this channel, and in today's video, I'm going to be making a small seating area and a coffee shop. I'm just trying to fill in like these little spaces all around my island. I know in my last, my most recent island tour, you can kind of see like all like these weird like empty spaces or like spaces where something was just haphazardly thrown in there and then, you know, kind of left just to try and fill in space. Well, I am going back and either filling in those areas or I'm redoing them. There's also a pattern code that I used for the like coffee shop sign, and I'll be having like a whole section where I show you the creator code, the pattern code, all that jazz. So if you guys want to use on your own island, you can do that. I also found it kind of ironic that I was making a coffee shop on my island just because of like I mentioned before in one of my videos, like I have a hyperactive thyroid, and one of the common symptoms of it is having like really high heart rate and palpitations, and I find that caffeine as a stimulant really like it exacerbates those symptoms. Like it throws it into like overtime. And yeah, I avoid caffeine like the plague, which is kind of tragic because I used to be one of those people that would ingest caffeine 24/7. You name it, I consumed it. Coffee, espresso, even Coca-Cola has really high caffeine content. Like I was drinking it all the time and it didn't even touch me. Now whenever I consume like highly caffeinated products, like it feels like my heart, it feels like if an anxiety attack and a heart attack and a stroke had a baby, that's what I'm feeling. Like it feels like absolute garbage. Also, if anyone's wondering why I'm building a coffee shop on literal dirt, it's because I was initially planning to build like a garden area here to try and get rid of all my flowers that I have just dumped around my island, but it looked awful because of the close proximity to the bridge, so then I had to, you know, scrap that idea and come up with something new. And now here comes the option for if you want to include a powder cone. So you see this little sign here? See this little bean? If you like this little bean sign, you can use this little powder cone here because that's the same one that I use. Also, if you want, you can check out the person who made it. When I was looking at their creator code, they had all these like really cool signs. So it looks like they have like the stall patterns that you could use if you want to have like your own pattern for the coffee shop. And then they have like museums. They have all these stone pathways and wood pathways. So like I guess you can even make like little museum areas on your island if you want to use some of their patterns. But yeah, back to the whole caffeine consumption thing that I have going on. When I started switching to decaf or like caffeine-free alternatives, I was absolutely shook as to how many foods like either naturally contain caffeine or products that were sold in stores that after like a certain threshold they didn't even have to put on like the label that they contain caffeine. So you know I had to do a lot of reading up. I became one of those people where I had to like read the label, maybe look it up. I even had to like change like where I was buying like coffee because like I love McDonald's iced coffee. Like I love it so much, but you can't get a decaf option. And same thing with Tim Hortons. Like Tim Hortons in general, just bro, for a place that specializes in coffee, there's not a whole lot of like coffee flavored things that are decaf. And so I had to go and become one of those Starbucks people because they provide, you know, a lot of decaf options. I was surprised considering the last two places my last two favorite places did not provide anything like that. And it's also significantly more expensive. So if anyone knows how to make McDonald's iced coffee, like I own decaf coffee that I can make at home. Like all I need is the know-how on how to make this iced coffee because I've looked it up online. Like people have been like, oh, this is how you make it. But bro, it's like in the creamer or something. There's something that tastes off and it doesn't taste like the McDonald's iced coffee with vanilla. I want to specify that I enjoy vanilla in my coffee because if someone somehow drops a recipe and doesn't have vanilla in it, I'm going to have to go back and say, hey, do you use like vanilla extract, a syrup? What you doing? I need to know. I'm deprived and I miss it. Also, I apologize if all I can hear in the background is children bouncing a ball and screaming. I live in a very noisy neighborhood for some reason. But here is the final product for the seating area. And there's the final product for my little teeny tiny coffee shop. And that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!